Okay, so we're going to try this meat healing as a video. A nice piece of New York strip, reasonably solid. Inch and a quarter by 7 by 2.5. So what we do to heal meat is we remember that all things are non-Newtonian. So we just gently change the energy. And we want to break down all the adhesions within the meat by just simply projecting breath and energy into the process. You don't have to do any manipulation, although we tend to just gently rub it. We're not putting any pressure on it because we want to melt it. And bit by bit you can feel how everything starts to unwind. And you see how the fibers are separating here. So it's the same process that you do when you're healing someone's muscles. Is you just break down the bonds by coaxing the cells to open up. And then these are always the hard spots. See how these fibers open up. So what we do is we take the proteins of the adhesions and they melt down and they liquefy. See how soft that gets? Just poke right through that. And they liquefy, and that adds more tenderness to the meat. Well, first we get the tenderness because we don't have the resistance in the fibers anymore. And secondly, we get tenderness because we're moistening this. And a piece of meat like this will cook really, really fast. Okay, so you can see that we've pretty much separated all that. We have a good amount of opening in this piece of meat. Need to work on this. This is what you do to a back muscle, because basically that's what this is. It's back muscle. To break that down a little bit more, they take a piece of fat. I don't know if this is on the camera or not. Nope, it's not. We can just dissolve that if we want to. Open up the cellular structure. Doesn't take much then to tear it apart. Equally, this fat band here, you can break that down, make it more pliable, and even loosen the bond on that if you want to. Rather than cutting it off, you can just melt it off. I'm not going to do that right now because I want that piece on there. But I want it to liquefy when it cooks and not just take up energy. Okay, so we have a pretty loose, long piece of meat at this point. And let's see what that dimension is. So we're now at about 4 inches wide, almost 9 inches, and Well, the fat itself is at 1, but the meat is probably about 3/4 to 5/8 of thickness. And that's how you melt the adhesions out of a person and out of a dead animal.